Hey guys, welcome back to the Football Manager 2012 Level 9 Challenge with me, Toasty Fresh. I'm just going to be running you through what's happened on the run up to May. We're right at the end of the season now, and I'm just going to be doing the video because we're lucky enough to get to two cup finals. So we're on the run for the treble, and I'll just show you how the rest of the season went with us at Cone. And I'm trying to remember now, I think the last time you saw us we were playing New College, who we beat 2-0, and this is how the sequence of results went. We beat Runcorn Linux 6-0. Gordon Patton got 4 goals in that. That was a big return for him. Fraser Tom's got a run out as well, and David Lee got a goal. I think there was a couple of players out injured, that's why Fraser Tom's got a game. Or I don't know if he came on as a sub, I'm not too sure. Then we had the League Cup semi-final, the North West Counties League Cup, and I said I was only going to show you the finals, and that one we trounced them 4-0 at their ground. Willie Boland coming back into the squad scored Patrick Vaz, Dominic Morella and Gordon Patton again, getting on the score sheet in that one. We then played Atherton LR in the league. We beat them 4-1. Jordan Bowen, Fergus Bell, David Lee and Patrick Vaz all getting on the score sheet. Baker had the chance at revenge in the league, and we duly beat him 3-0, again keeping a clean sheet. And it was Mark Hughes, Patrick Vaz and the centre-back Callum Flanagan getting what I think was his 7th goal of the season there, so an amazing return from him as a centre-back to carry on scoring that many goals. He's been a great signing. He's been ever present in the side as well. We then played Glossop and we beat them 4-0 as well in the league. It was a hat-trick from Mark Hughes and David Lee adding to the scoring. And then just before the FA VAse semi-final, we had a devastating loss really to Congleton, who were sort of down there. I think they were 20-something. They were saying bookies weren't even taking bets on this game. It was a foregone conclusion, and we played absolutely terrible, and just threw the game away basically. And they just give us it was the old sucker punch, just hit the post and just faffing around with the ball basically, and they got a goal and won the game. But we came and had it was another absolutely hair pulling out game against Consett, who were up there in the north, which because I saw a lot of signs on the way back from Newcastle when I went to watch Marty and Burnley play Newcastle, and I saw signs for Consett, and we played them, and that was a bit of a hair raiser. It went to extra time. We went 1-0 down, and I forgot when it was. I forgot when they scored it now, but I know it was quite late on. What time was it? Yeah, 62 minutes they scored, and I just thought, we're not going to score. We were hitting the post, we were absolutely dominating play, and then they came along and scored this goal. And then lucky for me, David Lee, who's not been the usual talismanic striker, came up with a goal on the 3rd minute of 3 minutes added on time, and he then went on to score again. As we did well beat them though in extra time. Dominic Morella was the first one to get us 2-1 up, and then David Lee just finished things off at the end. But we duly deserved it. We had 63% of possession, 25 shots to their 8, and 10 on target to their 3. You know, we all deserved to win it, but it was just one of those games where things just weren't going for us, and we just made trouble for ourselves. The patchy play continued. We got a 1-1 draw with Winsford. That was Jordan Bowen got the goal. Really, it deflected off Wayne Collins, but really I'd have said it was a Jordan Bowen goal, but it's counted as an own goal, and we drew that one 1-1. But that was kind of us, I think, at after the Lord Mayor show sort of performances, because I think it was the 4-0 win or the 3-0 win at Baker Up actually sealed the championship. So we've won the league and won the only automatic promotion spot. So that's our first cup to us, and I think it was that one. It was sealed on the Baker one actually, and then, or rather that, or I think it was the Glossop one. So you can see all those we dominated, and then it kind of went 1-1, 1-0 loss. That was a 1-1 draw in normal time, and that was a 1-1 draw. And then Squires Gate again was a little bit patchy, but finally David Lee managed to score. I think again that was late-ish on, yeah, just before the second half, in added time of the first half, and then on 75 minutes we finally put paid to it. And then Padium was where we kind of got our groove back, and we started playing really well again. We got a 3-0 win there, 2 from Mark Hughes, and Stephen Sterling also putting a penalty away. And then we absolutely blew Alsager out the water. They got 2 consolation goals, but that's all they were, 1 in each half. They started off 1-0 winning though, and I thought, oh, here we go. We're going to go into this on a loss. But Mark Hughes, Patrick Vaz, Gordon Patton got a hat-trick again after a little bit of an absence in the team, and Dominic Morella got the other one. And now we're coming up to the FA VAse final, and this is a big Wembley day out, this one. And we're meant to have sold 1,000 tickets, so as you can imagine, Wembley's going to be rocking, or, well, at least rustling like an crisp packet with a few ants inside it. And we've got our last league game of this league before we bid farewell to the North West Counties Premier against Stone Dominoes. That's where we sign off, and then we've got the North West Counties League Cup final against Ramsbottom, who are also probably going to get second place, and they were the first team to seal the playoffs. We're going to go ahead and play the match now before I waffle on and take up too much more time. So the team is going to be, we're going to stick Harry Rubins in the centre midfield, and hope he does well. He's been a little bit sketchy recently, and I'm going to have to, even though Gordon Patton played really well, I'm going to have to stick David Lee on, because he's just, as a wingman, he's done really well, and I'm going to give Gordon Patton the subs bench striker's position. I think that's going to be it. In fact, no, I've got to put Dominic Morella as right wing as well. Connor's been whinging, so he's had the last start for the last 2 league games, and I think that's how it's going to we're going to line up, to be honest. Ed Williams had a hernia, otherwise he may have just gotten in at right back, but I think that's how it's going to line up. In fact, I might just put I'll put Jordan Bowen on the bench actually. No, in fact, no, he got sent off for the last game actually, so I'm going to give it to Willie Borland. I think he deserves a spot. So that's how we're going to roll for this game. Might as well have some experience maybe to come on if we need it. But we're meant to be runaway favourites for this cup now, so we've got to deal with not getting too complacent. But apparently they're in dismal form in the league. We've just sort of hit form again after going on a bit of an coast through the second half of this last little period of the season. The kind of coasts, my players were starting to coast in games and just kick it around anywhere, like it was some kind of beach game with the mates. So I'm hoping that we go ahead and do this. Well, I'll just say that to them, because I think we are the favourites. I can't tell them that they're going to be plucky underdogs, because they're not. We are in form in the league. We've got all the confidence. We've got the players, and I want to see us go out here and win a cup in a mostly empty Wembley. But it's Wembley nonetheless. I don't know where our fans are. We're going to have to get some kind of binoculars out and find where our little group of 1,000 fans are. Oh, and it's Patrick Vaz. He's a Wembley hero. He's gotten us away just after 2 minutes. And it isn't the usual thing for us. In the last few games, we've been slowly building up. Apart from the last game when we slammed in 6 goals. But we did start that one though 1-0 down and ended up winning it 6-2. So, and there's been a yellow card as well. But a great goal there on an angle as well, and he had two defenders closing him down. So it doesn't bode well for Sunderland if they can't keep a ball out of the net with three players in the way, two players and a goalkeeper. Then there's going to be troubles in this game for them, because we're going to be playing those balls into the box pretty often with strikers running onto them. Oh! An audacious shot there from David Lee, trying the spectacular. But I'm hoping we can put the game to bed and we just hit the post from a free kick there by Sterling. So things are looking up. We're looking to be really in the ascendancy, which is what I wanted. It's what I said in the interviews before the match. I said I want to take this game by the scruff of the neck and control the game. So hopefully we can carry on with this. Sterling leading them a merry dance. He put it in, but right in front of the keeper, right down his throat. But at the moment, they haven't really shown us anything going forward of Sunderland. They're just absorbing what we're throwing at them at the minute. Sterling again. Patrick Vaz plays it back. I thought he might have gone for a little bit of a long range shot himself. And David Lee takes a shot. Their keeper saves it though. Fair play to Sam Boulis. He's got his head back in the game after letting that goal in. Maybe a little bit soft from the angle, but he seems to have kept his head on a swivel now. And he'll need to keep his team in the game. He's going to be tested, hopefully, quite a few more times now. Oh, and I thought that was going to go straight to Mark Hughes there, but it went more deeper in and towards Morella. And a good tackle from Rubin. Sterling pounces on that, and Hughes has got it. Oh, and unselfishly gives it to Lee. Lee does get the goal in the end. And David Lee, even though he's playing the part of a support striker, he is a great poacher as well. So if he gets on the end of a ball like that, he will slot it into the corner, calm as you like. And I thought he deserved the Wembley run out because he kept us in, to be honest, against Consett. So it just wouldn't have been fair not to put him in the final. And he's been playing sort of out of sorts. Like I said, really, he is the main striker. He's sort of a poacher, goal-getter. He's not the workhorse striker that I've got him as. But he was a player that was more suited to that of the strikers that I've got. Most of them, to be honest, are geared up to be that kind of goal winner. So but there's not many, to be honest, in the lower league levels that actually perform. If you get them with the stats to be the workhorse striker, they all tend to be absolutely dire. So I just stuck to putting two poachers up front, and it doesn't really matter, to be honest, if every now and again they'll go for a little audacious shot, or they'll be a bit selfish themselves instead of passing it like they're supposed to. But I found on the main, they're usually pretty good. They'll usually stick to what they've been told to do and pass it. Like you saw with that though, the poachers as well will pass. I think Mark Hughes is going for that one though. He's generous, but he's not that generous as not to have a shot himself. And he's just got one. Beautiful turn. And calm as you like into the net. 3-0 up, and we're coasting now. It's not going to be a dramatic final by any stretch of the imagination. And could even be cricket scores by the end of this. But lovely turn. And he should get North West County's player of the season. And not to be big-headed, I should get the manager of the season. But it doesn't always work out like that for some reason. But we'll see. We'll see who gets what awards. And there's a foul there that could be in trouble for Davis. He's lost his head. He was almost the last man. Is it going to be a red card? It is. Lewis Davis, take the walk of shame, my friend. Oh dear. And if your performance was a lady that you're doing the walk of shame from, she wouldn't be the prettiest one in the town. And this has just made the test a whole lot easier. They're now down to 10 men. No, I was saying as well, he kept saying, "Oh, I'm a nice guy." Their manager kept saying, "I'm one of the nicest men in football." But as I was saying to myself and my girlfriend when I was downstairs playing on this, I'm still not going to take it easy on them. They're still going to get a thrashing. If this is the last time we're at Wembley, then we're going to make the most of it. I'm telling my players to fill their boots. And we might as well praise them to the hilt, because I doubt they're going to slip up now against 10 men. It will be the most unluckiest game I've ever had if we lose now at this point. Callum O'Kane's been making that kind of right back role his own. He's made a few mistakes, but out of necessity I've had to stick with him with Ed Williams being injured, but he seems to pull through. He seems to have an annoying habit of keeping hold of the ball instead of passing it and getting tackled quite a bit, which was leading to some of the pressure that we were getting in some of the matches. But he seems to have quit that now. And he's quite a good player when his mind's on it. He does seem to do some good quality crosses. He gets a few yellow cards as well because he likes to throw himself in and try and win the ball back if he does lose it. And David Lee's held that up, tried to force the corner. And I think we might just get across at a canter now. I don't know if there's going to be many goals in this second half. I think they're now geared to... he's going to get a yellow card as well, Parkin. That's their main danger man, the striker Gavin Parkin. He's got their most goals. I think he's got something like 12 goals this season. It doesn't mean much to me though, because some of my midfielders have got almost 12 goals or more than that. I mean, what is it? Mark Hughes has now got 41 goals this season in about 30 odd games. So in his league stats now, well, the last time I checked, I think it was in 30 games. He's got 31 goals and 17 assists. So, in an average of 7.8 out of 10 ratings for games. So if he doesn't win Player of the Season, there's something wrong. Sepp Blatter must be involved somehow. Someone's getting a bung anyway, put it that way. Oh, cheeky. Little back heel. Oh, and it's brought down. It's a penalty. I don't know why the hell Morella was holding that up like that. I don't know why he didn't just put it across the box in the hope that someone will put it on. But it's Lee to get his second goal of the game. And he does. He puts it away and we're up 4-0 now. And we're coasting onto easy street. Both of the strikers have got themselves a goal. And everybody's happy. I don't know where to put Patton on. Give him a game, maybe. Give him a little run out at Wembley. Oh, there's our fans. I wonder where they were. They're in that little corner behind the net. Which is a little bit unfair on Colm, because I think we took quite a few thousand. Oh, and Hughes has just got one in there, but it won't count. It's offside. I thought it might be offside. But Colne, I've actually got history with the Colne Dynamos winning this same trophy as well, the FA Vase. When they went to Wembley, they beat Elmley 1-0, I think it was. I'm not too sure about that. I think it was 1-0. I know it was only by one goal, so it was either 2-1 or 1-0. And The street was packed. I remember the streets being packed. I was only really young, but I remember seeing pictures and stuff as well when I was a little bit older. And the streets were absolutely packed in Cone. There's like thousands of people lining up on the road to see us in little Cone in the little open top bus parade. And it was like tens of thousands of people. There's I don't remember how many, but probably more than what was in the town, I think. And I think they did take a good few thousand to Wembley as well. I don't know who to bring on actually. I might give. I'll go ahead and give Willie Borland a run out. I think he deserves. The old warhorse deserves a bit of a run out. I don't know if he's ever seen Wembley, so if he hasn't, it's a chance for one of the veterans in our squad who's seen Premier League action to have a run out at Wembley. Oh, and they've got an equaliser, but it's offside. It was well offside actually when I look at the line there. But they thought they got it. They thought they got some consolation. That's why I haven't actually changed it to defensive or anything like that. Because I thought, why not? I can't begrudge him getting a goal. Yeah, it was offside. It is well behind the man. It was well behind the man, yeah. Quite right. We'll go ahead and put. Well, I was going to put a striker on, but it seems a bit unfair on them two. I think Eric Farrow deserves a run out actually. So I'll go ahead and put him on for Patrick Vaz as well. Because I know he scored the first goal, but Eric Farrow's had some really good games this season as well. Those two have been amazing on the left hand side. So I think he deserves a run out too. Just on a balance of what he's done for the team over the season. He deserves a Wembley run out. Because the other one, the North West Counties, that's going to be held at, I think it's Boundary Park, which is Oldham's ground, so that's not quite as special. Especially with us playing at Stamford Bridge as well earlier in the FA Cup proper, which was an amazing achievement when you think about it, for the level. And Dugan kicking that out with authorities. There's going to be no goals in on his watch. And we're almost there now. It's the last few minutes. And the celebrations have already started. I think they started at half time really. Oh, and what a shot! And it's another goal from Hughes. He's got his hat trick. Oh no, it's his second goal. I'm sure that should be his hat trick. Actually, I'm sure that's his third. Well, it could be Lee actually, I don't know who scored the two. But he's just got his second as well. And that was awful defending, just allowing him to just rob it off them and place it into the net on the slide. And it's 5-0. And one of the most comfortable finals I think you're ever going to see ever in football. Yeah, enjoy it lads, fill your boots, go and drink your champagne. And whatever else you want to do. Look, it's time to go out and ruin London for the night with our 1,000 fans. And there you have it. We've won the final against Sunderland RCA, and it's a brilliant feeling. We've now got a double, so now all we have to do is go ahead and beat Ramsbottom in the North West Counties League Cup, and we'll have a treble on our hands. But that's all I've got time for. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.